to go.
Okay, hey, this is Team Tonberry. I'm Monster 89 Slicer and Tin Derek, Shadow Reaper of Hell, Caleb of Anger, if I recall correctly.
Yes.
Okay, either way, I'm doing my deck video this time. Essentially, this is my Archfiend deck, which I know Archfiends are incredibly old, but I've been running this deck since they came out in Dark Crisis, which was an incredibly long time ago, so...
In a galaxy far, far away.
So yeah,
in a time-traveling space tube.
Obviously, I'm running these things because I like them, so get off my case about that, okay? Okay, starting off, we've got Darkness Neosphere. Mostly he's just in here because he's a fiend, and also he's got a ridiculous attack. Skull Archfiend of Lightning, he's pretty self-explanatory. Most of you understand why he's in an Archfiend deck. In general, he's pretty good with them. Dark Ruler Hades, pretty much a staple in most Fiend decks anyway, because he completely screws over a lot of the strategies that people build their decks on. Mist Archfiend, hey, another Archfiend here, finally. Mist Archfiend, he's easy to bring out if you need a big beat stick real quick, as well as there's the whole combo with Pandemonium where he'll blow himself up and you'll be able to get something out that's a level 4 or lower. That's an Archfiend.
Or what'd you roll today? With the Struck Potion?
I used a Struck Potion, yeah. Then I have 2 Archfiend Generals, which I'm going to upgrade to Ultimate Archfiend Generals here shortly. In general, they search out Pandemonium, which for this type of Archfiend deck, it's a staple no matter what. Unless you just want to kill yourself.
Why not run Skill Drain?
Skill Drain doesn't work because these are mandatory costs. You can't get rid of them.
A good tip if facing an Archfiend deck, keep track of their opponent, of their life points.
Yes, most people will just let me keep track of the life points. They will never ask me what my life points are. And when something really surprising, like all my stuff just all of a sudden blows up, they're really surprised.
I won because of that today. He had like 4 monsters on the field and falling down, and then all of a sudden it goes to him, and all his monsters got destroyed.
Yeah.
For the record, I knew the Skill Drain thing. I was just being sarcastic.
2 Shadow Knights. Shadow Knight's just a good beat stick, though I'm annoyed that he honestly kind of sucks for the amount of life points you have to pay, but I only use him due to the fact that he's got 2,000 attack. Now, the big beat stick of this deck, which I run 3 of, and honestly, I never have a problem getting him out where other people have the same problem. He's definitely the workhorse of the group for me, and people know why they should fear him when he comes out with me. Then Archfiend Soldiers, it makes sense to run him. He's got a decent attack, and on top of that, I don't have to pay life points for him. Mad Archfiend, which I have 2 of them. Don't really like his one drawback where he'll switch to defense if he's ever attacked, but he's got piercing, which helps a lot when people are stalling with stuff like Marshmallow. Because, as you should know by now, this deck can't really stand up to stalls for very long unless I can keep Pandemonium around on a regular basis. Universe. Then I have 2 Biopons. There's the whole protection Biopon can give to all my other Archfiends. There's also the fact that I can create a lockout for my opponent to where they can't attack Archfiends with him. In general, I enjoy him a lot. Then there's the Des Rooks, which he just works great with the Terror King and the fact that if Terror King dies, you discard him, bring back Terror King. On top of that, he's got an 1800 defense, so he's a decent little wall.
That got really annoying today.
Then I have 2 Infernal Queens. Infernal Queen, those stupid people of you, if you look at her effect, would say, oh, her ability will continually stack. No, they reprinted this. It only lasts until the end of the turn. But she's able to give you enough of a boost to really screw over a lot of people. And as well, she works great when combined with Biopon to protect my other Archfiends by increasing his attack up to 22. Axe of Despair, an Archfiend card. Just plainly Archfiend card. Most people are surprised when they find out this is an Archfiend card, and I've had a lot of issues with people complaining about this with another card that'll be coming up here in a minute. But it has been ruled several times. It's an Archfiend card and all that stuff. Double Summons, as most of you should be able to tell, this is a relatively slow deck that you need to try to get out as much as possible, as fast as possible. So this will help a little bit. Then the card that people complain of how I use in combination with Axe of Despair on quite a frequent occasion are 2 Falling Downs. Falling Down is one of the best cards in this deck in the fact that I can easily clear away what's in my way, or I can take your crap and use it against you, like I used against Tansy today when I took his Archlord Christia and utterly raped him with it.
Wait, there aren't any special summons in your deck, are there?
Yes, there is.
Aside Darkness Neosphere.
Darkness Neosphere, Des Rook lets me special summon Terror King. Other than that,
Well, when it
pretty much
Archlord Christia would not screw you over.
Well, it doesn't bother this deck worth anything, really. But it was able to really screw over Tansy by taking control of it. Heavy
No one
Storm.
knows who Tansy is.
Shadow Reaper of Hell. Most of you know who Shadow Reaper of Hell is, i.e. Tansy.
I.e. Donnie. Didn't
Okay.
dare.
Original
Everyone
print
knows I'm Derek.
Shut up. Original print Heavy Storm. Original print Lightning Vortex. I'm looking for an original print MST, but I haven't been able to find one yet. I have 3 original print Pandemoniums, and this type of Archfiend deck, it's a no-brainer. This is the next card that really makes this whole deck run a lot better is Solidarity. It can get some ridiculous monsters real fast with some of the combos I've gotten here.
Unity of family.
Whatever. My original print Swords. Then there's Bottomless, which, as most of you know, Bottomless is a great first turn card to where potentially I can get out so much that I can kill them before they can do really any response due to this thing wiping out their only defense. Call of the Haunted, pretty much a staple. Destruct Potion, this one's a little bit more unusual. I've been waiting for people to update the Archfiend page on Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki from Alter for Tribute to Destruct Potion. Alter for Tribute, you just send one of your monsters to the graveyard and gain life points equal to the original attack. This one, you select and destroy one of your monsters and gain life points equal to its attack. Well, I already have a fair amount of boosting in this deck, so there's extra bit there, as well as there's the whole fact of Mist Archfiend and also the whole Pandemonium thing. Destruction Jammer, this deck has a big weakness to those cards that don't target, that'll destroy them, namely Lightning Vortex, Mirror Force, and all those other things. This helps protect them. Then one that you guys are going to probably hate me for running in here, but I run in here because this is my favorite deck, is my Metal Raiders Mirror Force, which I've had for years, and it has always been in here. Then there's Fiendish Chain, which has been helping in the fact that all those effects that really screw over this deck, I can just get rid of them at a moment's notice, so they're not really an issue anymore for me. As well as they can help protect my Archfiends from anything that might just so happen to be stronger than them. Then Threatening Roar, which in general is a staple. As for the future for this deck, the Vilepons will be going out for Dark Resonators due to the fact that Archfiend Chaos King is going to be coming out in Shining Darkness. As well, I will be reintroducing the other synchros, namely Thought Ruler Archfiend and Red Dragon Archfiend, into this deck.
Solidarity would have to come out then.
Well, not necessarily. Solidarity will work for quite a while. But as well as I'm hoping for new support that will really help out this deck. But other than that, that's my Archfiend deck that I've been running for probably some odd 7 or 8 years by now. So this is Team Tonberry signing out. Meow.